Now to a 12 News exclusive. An ethics complaint filed against the high-profile prosecutor in the Jodi Arias case, alleging misconduct during her trial.
The complaint was filed on behalf of Arias herself, now serving a life sentence for murder. At the center of that accusation of misconduct is an alleged affair. Team 12's Bram Resnick joins us now with the story. Bram.
Prosecutor Juan Martinez is the target of a new ethics complaint. It accuses him of engaging in an allegedly inappropriate relationship with a woman who was blogging and providing TV commentary on the Jodi Arias trial. Two people with front row seats at that trial gave 12 News their insight into the allegations. While Jodi Arias was on trial, her prosecutor was in the spotlight.
He just looked at me and said hi, and I was like, hi, it's so nice to meet you.
Juan Martinez gained a worldwide following for his courtroom dramatics.
Why couldn't we be trial divas? We love stilettos, we love, dressing in dresses.
Outside the courtroom, the so-called trial divas, trial bloggers and commentators Jen Wood and Cherie Ruiz, dished about the murder case on TV and online. Now, 2 years after Arias was sentenced to life in prison for brutally murdering her ex-boyfriend, the prosecutor and one of the divas are back in the news. A State Bar of Arizona spokesman confirmed to 12 News it is investigating an ethics complaint alleging that Martinez had inappropriate relationships that may have compromised the Arias case. One of those alleged relationships was with one of the trial divas, Jen Wood, according to a police report obtained by 12 News.
She told me this shocking secret that I was so shocked when she told me that she said she was having an affair with Juan Martinez.
Freelance reporter Tammy Rose said she and Wood became friends while they were covering the death penalty phase of the Arias trial in 2015. Rose said she submitted a sworn statement with the ethics complaint. Shortly after the complaint was filed, Rose told police at her Wisconsin home that she had received harassing calls and text messages. She told the officer about the allegation that Martinez had an affair with Wood. According to the police report, Rose didn't know who was responsible for the calls and text messages.
But 2 days after this bar complaint was filed, I started getting threats.
Martinez is a deputy Maricopa County attorney now taking on another high-profile case, the trial of the accused serial street shooter. Martinez lawyer Scott Rhodes provided this statement. Mr. Martinez prosecuted Jodi Arias in compliance with lawyers' rules of professional conduct. The Arias allegations consist of rumor and innuendo spread by a convicted murderer trying to seek revenge against the public servant who put her behind bars for the rest of her natural life. They do not warrant any attention at all. Martinez was interviewed last year by 12 News about his book on the Arias trial.
It's never fun for me. It just appears to be sadness.
A State Bar letter obtained by 12 News shows Martinez formally denied any misconduct. Both Wood and a second woman denied participating in any of the alleged misconduct. 12 News is not identifying the other woman because details of the allegation involving her could not be independently confirmed.
Attorneys in those types of proceedings have to be especially careful to mind their ethical obligations.
A letter to Tammy Rose from the State Bar says the ethics complaint involves communication between Mr. Martinez and a Ms. Wood. If Martinez shared non-public trial information with a blogger and commentator, ethics experts say that could be a problem.
They can't do it themselves, and importantly, they can't do it through a third party, including people with whom they're associated romantically or otherwise.
Martinez is currently appealing an Arizona Supreme Court Discipline Committee's finding that he engaged in unprofessional conduct as a prosecutor in several other cases. The bar complaint against Martinez was filed by attorney Karen Clark, an expert on legal ethics. Clark also acted as Jodi Arias' lawyer last year in another ethics complaint against Arias defense attorney Kirk Nurmi. That complaint led to Nurmi's voluntary disbarment. Concerns about Wood's contact with Martinez during the Arias trial led to the breakup of the trial divas, according to Wood's former business partner, Cherie Ruiz.
I told Jen that we couldn't continue to cover trials that he was involved with, and I wanted to separate the business from any trial that he was involved in.
Jen Wood did not respond to numerous requests for comment. Arias attorney Karen Clark declined to comment on the complaint. The State Bar is continuing to investigate. And full disclosure, Tammy Rose worked briefly for 12 News about 8 years ago. Bram Resnick, 12 News.